guys, welcome back to my channel, WHENTAYTALK. I am Tay, and I am here for another segment of Here We Go With The Bullshit. Okay, y'all, here we go with the bullshit. Y'all, we're gonna get into a couple things today, okay? This gonna be before the review. So, everything on the channel is alleged and in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Okay, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and please click the bell notification so that you know every time your girl upload a new video. Okay, all right, let's get into this mess. So we all know that Kimmie and Maurice did an interview with Carlos King. I did notes on it. I've been here and there about even doing a video on it because I'm sick of them. I think that this shit is just fake. Sorry, I mean to spit everywhere. And I just think that they're trying to use Kimmie and Maurice to see how people will take to them and their bullshit. Over the Snots, the other Snots 1.0, and then over this stuff with the Revenge P. So I'm not that interested, and I wish Kimmie and Maurice would stop. I wish On would stop playing in our damn face. And I'm just gonna say before I even get into the little mess, and I didn't watch like the whole interview on Fox Soul either, but I did see the clip that was on Instagram, and that's what I'm gonna do a little commentary on today. And then we're gonna talk about Slaw and this baby and her losing Lil Paris allegedly. Okay, so like I said, before I get into the stuff, just let it be known to you guys that I think Kimmie is a piece of shit. I just think she is. I don't think that she's a victim in no type of way. I don't really even think that Maurice treat her like this for real. And I think that, again, it's very irresponsible of her to let this dare to play out for the world to see, and it's not real. It gives me that she's very manipulative. And of course, we already know that Maurice and Carlos them ain't shit, but Kimmie, you not shit either. Because you know what they're trying to do with this story, right? You know that they're trying to use this and your stupid mess to pull at people's heartstrings because you had cancer, and then to take the spotlight off of something that it needs to be on, and that's these men really treating someone terrible. I'm not feeling Kimmie at all right now. Like, I did think that Kimmie was a little bit better than this. I'm not feeling this at all right now. And also, like, the way they're trying to portray Monster, when that stuff is normal stuff that they're talking about with him, that they're trying to make it seem like Monster's on trial for robbing and armed robbery, him not cleaning his room or whatever the case may be. And how stupid it is to me is that Monster doesn't seem like he like disrespects Kimmie. So for her to tell him to do something, like, what do he do when you tell him to clean his room? He just stare at you? Because you have a son. He's not that much older than Monster. So you was not just that long ago going through this stuff with Jalen. So I'm not believing that Kimmie is that Monster like, all right, whatever, I'll do it later. and just dismissing her, and she's just going on I'm Little Red Riding Move, and just cleaning up the house her own damn self after she done told him to, or pulling the trash out like she told him to. Like, it doesn't even make any damn sense. Like I said, if that's happening, Monster is like blatantly disrespectful, and he does not come across as a person that's blatantly disrespectful. And if he is, either his mama telling him to do that, or it's just a lie. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. We already see how he is with Kaiwa. It don't even look like Kaiwa even go for that type of shit. So we already know that is. I don't want to get into it. I'm sick of them. So I'm gonna go over the little clip from Love and Marriage Huntsville, the Love and Marriage Huntsville page on Instagram. That's where I seen the clip at. We'll go over it. But it was done on Fox Soul on YouTube, okay? And that includes Funky Dineva, Claudia Jordan, and Al Reynolds.
Kimmie, I'd like to give you the opportunity to respond to a headline. A sad case of a man. Love and Marriage Huntsville fans slam Maurice for demanding intimacy while Kimmie goes through chemotherapy. Kimmie, what is your response to the backlash that Maurice has been getting lately?
Oh yeah, I said that was disrespectful. Like, the words that you chose were cruel to me. It wasn't protected. That you chose were cruel to me. It wasn't protecting me. The irony of the conversation in itself was that if you actually watch the show, I'm the one who initiated the conversation.
What the fuck does that mean? What does it mean? You initiated the conversation. So what? You can initiate a conversation about any damn thing. We talking about at home, in the room, like. So they're saying that he's demanding sex while Kimmie is going through chemo. And she's like, no, that's not it at all. I initiated the conversation. We're not talking about that. We talking about initiating damn sex. I thought it was disrespectful. I thought the comment was disrespectful. It wasn't protecting me. When has he protected you, Kimmie? You should be used to that as well. The unprotection of it all. When the hell has Maurice protected you, Kimmie? When? Let me see what else.
Chemo has affected my patient in itself. The words that you chose were cruel to me. It wasn't protecting me. The irony of the conversation.
Look how he's sitting there.
Was that if you actually watch the show, I'm the one who initiated the conversation in regards to the fact that the chemo has affected my libido. And
as a nurse, you should know that already before you even had cancer.
So he has never forced me to do one single thing. He has never made me. He has never implied he was going to leave me. So the headlines
implied whether he was going to leave you. Nobody implied that he was going to leave your ass. What the implication is that you feel like you fear that he's going to fuck somebody else. And again, you're going through cancer treatments. You're going through cancer, a very aggressive cancer at that. And the only thing you thinking about is making sure you fuck Maurice every 7 days. Y'all can't come up with no other storyline, no other issues that was going on during that time. Whether if you was gonna make it through this, what would he prefer to do with the house with Jalen? Like, what was gonna do this? Like, y'all didn't think about no other issues arise but the sex. It shows what's important in their marriage. I don't give a damn if his shit fell off. If I'm going through that. Why would you be concerned about that, Kimmie? And who is his old bald head, Austin Powers looking ass have the nerve? Like, why wouldn't he, if he gave a damn, why wouldn't he just be like, baby, I'm not worried about that. Add to the all. Let's get you through this. This ain't nothing for you to be even worried about, because I ain't even thinking about it. I'm surprised his thing was even able to get hard. He should have been so worried or so focused on her getting better that nothing about that turned him on to even want that. His libido should have been damn down. Because here it is, the woman that you love, that you took years and years and years to damn finally marry, and now that y'all are married, now she's going through this. She's going through having to cut that hair, and we already seen what that haircut was given. Maurice, don't think we done forgot about that shit either, because it's given you don't give a damn about Kimmie, the way you cut her hair. She has to have her breast removed, and we already know that Kimmie cherishes her body, especially her breasts. She loves to flaunt her breasts. Kimmie has a nice shape. She loves to flaunt it. Nothing wrong with it. But so for her, like she said, going through this and him saying she's beautiful without the hair, whatever the case may be, that's still not meaning anything to her, because she doesn't feel attractive, especially, forget the hair, because she can put on her wigs. But her boobies, like I said, which is to me her signature part. You know what I'm saying? That's her signature part that she loves to flaunt. So for her to have to go through like getting those removed, not knowing, you know, the phase between when they're gone and all of this stuff, just, I just don't understand why we're talking about sex. I don't understand it. Let's go back.
An interview, I felt were a bad choice of words. Lied. He was going to leave me. So the headlines, in order to get likes and tags, I actually...
Don't do the likes and tags like people just do. You put this shit out here. Your damn bald head ass boyfriend or husband put this shit out here on the internet for everybody to look, poke, prim, pry at, judge, all of that. Talk shit about, and he gave no fucks. This is what y'all wanted, right? So don't try to act like people pulled these words out of him or made up their own words because of him. Because they wanted some likes and clicks and views. Because if that wasn't the case, y'all wouldn't have y'all boring asses on this damn shit anyway.
Like, I think he said, bend over and take it. That's like ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. And I told him, I said, that was awful. The wording choice was awful.
I want to ask you first, do you feel the pressure, like if I don't satisfy my man, even when I don't feel good, am I nervous? Do I feel a way about the future of my marriage? And Maurice, if you could take back what you said, would you rephrase it, or do you stand on exactly what you said?
For Kimmie, I never felt like he was going to leave me. That wasn't the case whatsoever.
I thought that was focused toward damn Maurice.
Before our chemo issue came up, we already had conversation
Chemo
about
issue.
our sex life. We talked about our sex life before we got married. So this is like an honest statement. In Kimmie's world, I had made up in my head 7 days was the limit. Like, I would never make my husband go more than 7 days. I don't care if we're angry. I don't care what's going on. That was always Kimmie's rule.
You don't care if you're going through chemotherapy.
And so, in this case, we went about 2 weeks, and I was like, ugh. So it was my choice, because I know that that's fulfilling for both of us. It's fulfilling for both of us.
But
like,
you didn't want it.
Day, he's not the only one missing out. I'm missing out because I don't.
But you said you didn't want it.
I don't have the same arousal. You know what I'm saying? So I never had that conversation based on the fact that I thought he was going to leave. I know I love my husband, and that is a big part of our world. I don't physically hurt. It doesn't hurt me to have sex. It doesn't do that whatsoever. It was just the arousal of the moment and the climax that is very different for me. So I'm just not getting the same fulfillment out of the sexual activity that he was.
Would you rephrase anything? Would you do over, or are you like, no, I meant it exactly?
Anytime my wife feels like she's not protected by whatever I do, that's my job. That's why God gave her to me, is to make sure I have a covering and protection over her at all times. And if she feels like my words are crass, then I'll take my words.
Y'all been together for over 10 years. By now, you should know what it looks like to protect your wife. She shouldn't have to tell you after you've said some bullshit that's not looking good, that she feels unprotected. After all this time, you should know what protection looks like. And especially on a damn public platform. When are the other times that you protected her? When Carlos had to pry out of you at the reunion? Because all them times when everybody was calling her a side chick, you never once protected her. You never once stood up for her. All you said was, we know you wasn't a side chick, so it doesn't matter. Yes, the hell it do. Apparently it mattered to her ass. If they was calling you a bum ass, if they were calling you the bum that you are, she jumps right on in and clears that up, or try to clear it up when we know what the hell it is, in our opinions. Okay? So, none of the times you protected her, you didn't protect her against Kiowa. It actually seems like you try to call yourself threatening her with Kiowa. Why is that? Kimmie, you jumping through hoops for him. Never once do I hear what he says he does for her to make sure that she is happy, that she is satisfied. Because if it's the protection of it all, that's not what you're doing. If that's your job, you have been fired. You quit a long time ago. At least since the start of the show, you quit. I don't get this. You wasn't protecting her when you offered to buy a house with her damn money for your ex-wife and her husband, two able bodies, to move to Alabama without even consulting with her. But you done made this whole deal with her, with your ex-wife and her new husband. Well, her husband. I don't know how new he was. It's given unprotected. Very much so like Martell when he getting ready to have sex. Okay? In our opinion.
By whatever I do, that's my job. That's why God gave her to me, is to make sure I have a covering and protection over her at all times. And if she feels like my words are crass, then I'll take my words. I'm not one of those people that say, man, I said what I said. But I'm not one of those, I said what I said. I said what I said, hold on, let me say it better the next time. So I know y'all.
Meaning you gonna say this bullshit, but the next time you just gonna say it so it doesn't sound as much grasp as it did the first time. But you still said what you said. Say it the first time, keep it that way. We don't need you to try to clean it up. Okay? Especially if you don't think that it was wrong. And Kimmie sitting her dumb picklehead ass here like a fucking damn puppet.
Like God gave her to me, is to make sure I have a covering and protection over her at all times. And if she feels like my words are crass, then I'll take my words. I'm not one of those people that say, man, I said what I said. But I'm not one of those, I said what I said. I said what I said, hold on, let me say it better the next time. So I know y'all probably been through this, and we know Martell and Melody have gone through this. The fans have been voicing their opinion about Maurice's remarks, and many of them are saying, you know, Kimmie should leave the relationship. Obviously, you're not going nowhere. But has all this scatterbutt from the fans affected you guys' relationship in any way?
No.
I actually really don't care what people say that don't love me. Like, they love me one day, they hate me the next. You know, I don't really care what Kimmie says. If Kimmie says it offends her, guess what? I'll be changing.
Look at Kimmie dumb
If it
ass.
offends him, Jalen, any of the kids, guess what? I'll change. But I think that's
being on, you know, television.
Now that you want to bring up Jalen, motherfucker, where the hell is Jalen? Where's Jalen? Because we really want to hear him chime in on this. And see if you have a change of heart or if you change something then because of what Jalen or the kids say. Because if you were so interested in what how you made your family feel, you wouldn't be saying that bullshit at all. That's how real men operate. You wouldn't have said it at all because you already know how it was going to look. You knew how it was going to make them feel. But it's fine as long as you make them feel like shit. Then now, and they make her look stupid as hell. Now, you can go back and say all these words in front of her to make her feel like you're protecting her now. You can't unring a bell, Kimmie. So he's making you look like the complete and utter fool that you are. And you're fine with it.
I think
It's a moment being on, you know, television that we have to take a lot of comments, whether we agree, don't agree. I usually take most of them with a grain of salt most of the time. However,
Y'all hear that? She don't
think-
give a damn what y'all
You
say.
know, some of our fans to me just go overboard, like really for real. But in general, I felt like a lot of them were warranted, that the communication, it was crass. I mean, it was crass and, you know, non-protecting, disrespectful. A lot of those comments were on point.
I gotta
But the
say
fans
that
is going too
moment here,
far.
and I'm sorry, Al, I know you haven't had a chance to say anything. I still haven't heard him rephrase it in a kinder way right here on the show. I've been trying to give you the opportunity because I feel like your wife is protecting you more than you're protecting her.
But Claudia, he don't need to say it in the kinder way because he said he meant what he said. So it really don't matter how the fuck he say it. He still meant it. So he don't have to say it in a nicer tone or a better way to make it sound better to anybody else. It's still shit. If you put sugar on shit, it's still shit. Covered in sugar. Claudia pissed.
Because I feel like your wife is protecting you.
As she is. As she always do.
You're repping. I'm like, Kimmie, I should have said it like this. I'm sorry. And it's like, I feel so bad for her. Like, I can't imagine going through what she's going through. You saying that, and then me asking you twice if you would rephrase it, and you said, yeah, but you really haven't. It seems like it's more about you than her, still. In my opinion, this is my opinion, and you can tell me shut the fuck up if you want to. It's just my opinion, you know?
I understand where you're coming from. And what I said is, you got to get it in the context. I'm not going to rephrase. You said, what if I rephrase it? Yes, I would rephrase it. But at the end of the day, we're talking about this because I've already said something, right? There's no taking it back. There's no ringing that bell. That bell's rung. That's why we're here. At the end of in the future, what I will do is I'll make sure that my wife feels protected.
Why you didn't do that the last time?
About the situation.
Why you didn't do that the last time?
My wife did something that most people won't do. Simply, she put her personal feelings aside. I never wanted her to do anything that was uncomfortable. I wanted her to stop working. I wanted her to put everything to the side and let's get better. So when she's doing things to find a sense of normalcy in life, guess what? I don't know.
But you said you needed sex.
What makes her feel good? What doesn't make her feel good? When she's feeling good, when she's not.
So you didn't want her to have sex, but so why did you? When she said she didn't want to do it,
to respond to a headline.
why was it an issue? Like when she said that her libido was down and she didn't want to have sex, then you should have been like, okay, we don't have to, baby. That's it. We don't have to. Not that you need it. And like, shut the hell up. I am sick of Kimmie and Maurice already, because they are getting people pumped up and they full of shit. Kimmie is sitting there and y'all wondering where that damn guard dog at. She's the fucking guard dog. That comfort dog that she had, that's her sitting right there. She is sitting there like a dumb ass dog. Support dog, that's what it was. She's his support dog. That's what she's sitting there as. What they would have seen me doing is choking the hell out of Maurice. We wouldn't have been sitting in that interview close together, because we would have personal protection orders against each other. Or at least he would have one against me. Okay? He can give his comments 50 feet away from me. I just don't understand what Kimmie, what, like I said, this cannot be real, because if it's not this, if this is real, what Kimmie, what do you see in Maurice? What do you love about him? What do he love about you? We never hear any of that stuff. All we hear is sex. Monster. Kiowa. We never hear anything about what do y'all two enjoy about each other. When y'all are talking, it's about other people. Y'all are starting to be just like Tisha and Marceau. Okay? This shit is stupid. So, again, the protection is non-existent. He sat there and laughed with those guys, Maurice and Marceau, in that pool in Vegas, while they called her all type of side chicks. She clearly was not having it. She was clearly upset about that. Sometimes the truth hurts. Kimmie, that was for you. Martell flat out said Maurice told him that, or Marceau told him that. So wouldn't they have known? Then she did one of Marceau's moves and started deflecting from what was going on and start throwing his shit out there. Marceau didn't have to hear it from secondhand because he seen what was going on firsthand. Maurice is his brother. Where would he think of that unless it was from what he was observing? Tisha already had a conversation with Kiowa where they was calling you a side chick. Now they're on this show. Like, again, all the Scotts do is try to rewrite history. Y'all on this show trying to fake pretend like that was not the issue, but it was the issue. And Straight No Chaser did a video on the side chick mess of it all, okay? She put out some receipts because Maurice called himself putting out receipts of a timeline, right? Why Maurice would have a receipt from a U-Haul from 12 years ago, I don't know. What were you using for, your taxes or something? I don't understand why he still has a receipt from that long ago. I'm still not getting it. So he comes with his receipts of the U-Haul. And this is the post that he made. He said, something new but hella old. Y'all answers ain't Ralph level though. Y'all ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers. I got them. Let's hear them. Because from the answers that your brother and Martell received, that Kimmie was a side chick. So who answered their motherfucking questions? Sway. I got them though. How could she ever be in? I don't even know. Clear version. I don't even know. I didn't even know Kimmie Scott when I filed and left Michigan. So how could she ever have been my side chick? And again, what does that have to do with anything? Just put the damn receipts out of what the hell going on. So he put out a U-Haul receipt for Maurice Scott, confirmation of a U-Haul it's from his email. So maybe that's why he still has it. August 27, 2010. He has on August 26th on his Facebook page where he changed his profile picture to just him and little Maurice. Which means what? It still don't mean you wasn't messing with Kimmie. So, here's the reservation. He got the U-Haul from Troy, Michigan. Here it is that he filed for divorce August 23rd of 2010. And it has him and Kiowa's name on there. Looks like this might be the court documents. And if y'all want to watch the whole video, go over to Straight No Chaser's channel. The original Straight No Chaser channel. She also said that she did talk to Kiowa like via DMs some years ago. And Kiowa just said she didn't have any heart, nothing. She said, unfortunately, I don't have anything negative. Unfortunately, it's not. I guess she asked her about something being true. And she said, unfortunately, it's not. And this was in October 21st of 2019. She said, I don't have anything negative to say about either of them, but that, my friend, is not accurate. Thanks for stopping by. And she sent her another message that said, interesting. So what do you believe was the reason behind the dissolve of you and Maurice's relationship? She said the dissolve was progressed over time. Maurice and I had open communication about what we wanted our marriage to feel like, not just appear. The business came before his family, and unfortunately it ended with everyone involved left to suffer by not having a whole family unit. Thanks for checking in. So that was back, I guess, that was in 2019 that she had messaged Kiowa. Now, y'all see Maurice said in the thing that he got the U-Haul for, the U-Haul in August. Stop, Cookie. What? Say hi. Okay. So she got the U-Haul, stop Cookie. She got the U-Haul, stop. That he got the U-Haul August 27th of 2010, right? So, and what else was that on August 29th? Oh, he changed the profile picture. He said he didn't know Kimmie until he didn't even know Kimmie when he filed for divorce or after he left and all that type of stuff, right? Here is a picture from Kimmie's Facebook page that she posted. Spotting Superman is almost as rare as spotting Santa Claus. December 12th, 2010. Kimmie posted that in 2010, December. You're not calling a man your Superman and you just known him for a couple months. She had the recording on there from when On did some special and Maurice and Kimmie was talking about how they met. First they was saying, because Kiowa and Mark was saying that Maurice was sleeping on their couch. And sleeping on their couch or whatever. And, you know, Kimmie came over and, you know, I guess her and Maurice started talking from there. But Kimmie said that he had an office down, you know, her office used to be upstairs from Credit One. And then she said that, then she started with his inbox and on Facebook and asked him to cut Jalen hair. And this was, I guess, him coming to cut Jalen's hair. And it was a while before he even asked her out. So it seems like she was throwing herself at him. From what Maurice was saying in the Carlos interview, that, you know, him and Kimmie are not each other's type. I think Kiowa is very much so Maurice's type. You can tell the way that he looked at them is different. It don't seem like he is attracted to Kimmie. I think he's just using her. That's just my opinion. I feel like they knew each other way before, because why are you sleeping on somebody's couch, Maurice, if you have a Corvette? Why are you riding around in a Corvette sleeping on somebody's couch? It doesn't make sense. It's given that y'all like to showboat, like them charges you got, them hustling charges in Baltimore when you were there with Kimmie, I believe, in my opinion. Then there's a picture posted with Mark, Maurice, and Marcel. They in some type of club. Kimmie posted this. She tagged Letitia and 2 other people. This was January 22nd, 2011. I see, like I said, I don't think it's cheating if a person filed for divorce and you dating them. I don't think that's cheating. Shit, they about to get a divorce, especially if him and the wife is not talking about reconciliation. But you trying to act like you wasn't doing any of this stuff with Kimmie. You moved on to Kimmie real fast. For her to be posting you all over social media and stuff like that, y'all have moved pretty quickly. So Maurice also put on his stories, his Facebook thing, I'll make it easy. 8/10 filed. 8/10, which I guess August 2010, filed. February 2011, divorce finalized. 9 September 2011, started dating Kimmie. Dating Kimmie exclusively December 2011. He said, to be clear, I dated a lot of women between August 2010 and September 2011. A lot. Kimmie just wasn't one of them.